Romance is a popular topic in the commercial publishing industry. But what about artist books? Today, let's go between the sheets with Random Passions by Karen Hanmer and Dating by Jenny Craig. Karen Hanmer is a Chicago-based artist, bookbinder, and educator. Her expansive body of work explores culture, technology, and history. She often approaches these topics playfully, in content and in her use of the book form and materials. Random Passions lures me right away with its sensual cover. The shiny foil imprinted in the velvety cloth are titillating. Immediately, we are thrust into steamy action. These faceless figures seem to be wearing period clothing. After a couple of page turns, I realize that these passionate embraces feel awfully familiar. Each couple was traced from the cover of different romance novels. Focusing on the outlines, Hanmer has isolated key body language. The faceless figures also leave space for us to imagine ourselves in the romantic fantasy. This book sweeps us through a passionate arc. Printed on semi-transparent paper, the images overlap and the lines run through each other. I quickly lose track of what body part is whose in the flurry of bodice-ripping action. Then the activity starts to recede. Eventually it quiets, back to a passionate kiss, but with lingering looks at what just transpired. Random Passions is a humorous and smart look at the image of passion projected by publishers selling romance novels and by culture at large. Jenny Craig is an artist librarian in Seattle. She publishes artist books and prints as Not a Pixie Press. Her work is often playful and presents her personal stories in ways that invite the readers to see themselves. Dating opens to a brief personal ad. Inside are 5 pamphlets. They can be read in any order, but Craig instructs us to look for a match in 3 categories. This book was inspired by a comment her friend made in response to Craig's dating woes. Out of that conversation came the idea of a flowchart for romantic compatibility. Craig realized that the flowchart could also translate to a playful artist's book. I love the choose-your-own-style path she has created. The different flaps move you forward or stop you cold when you've answered no. Craig gives a prospective partner room to grow, but she doesn't mince words. The questions are very specific to Craig's personality and needs. They present more than just her interests, though. She told me that there are stories behind every question. Sometimes we even meet an ex. Like any personal ad, Dating offers a glimpse into the person Craig was at that moment in time. She told me that making it helped her distill her compatibility needs into short, emphatic categories. She also let go of trying to work things out with people who had obvious no's from the outset. Behind the booklets is a single card: love. In this epilogue of sorts, Craig reminds us that a true match requires more than just compatible interests and pleasures. Craig told me that she shared the finished artist's book with a couple of potential romantic partners. She took it as a good sign that they appreciated the humor. She actually ended up with someone who matched in all the particulars, including not living in Seattle. They got over that particular hurdle, though. With humor and biting wit, Karen Hanmer's Random Passions and Jenny Craig's Dating explore cultural and personal expectations of romantic encounters. I definitely swipe right on both of them.